It's really honored to present next speaker. Is Bueno Pascual, MBA Vice President for Europe. And it's a pleasure once again to see him here. He will share some experience of, let's say, the biggest and most modern basketball organization in the world, MBA. And the presentation topic is SPORTAINMENT. Welcome.
Hello. I'm going to talk, but you can interrupt me whenever you want. Ask me other questions. This is a working group, more than here is the MBA talking blah blah blah. Just have to listen. That's it. Okay. So when I had the call from Windows to come here and talk about something about the MBA, we decided to talk about SPORTAINMENT. SPORTAINMENT because it's a new word that is in the world right now. And people is thinking that, oh, the NBA is the show business, it's entertainment with the music and all these things that maybe it's not only basketball anymore. They do a lot of things around basketball. And I think it's a good idea to share what we understand that is SPORTAINMENT and how we present SPORTAINMEnt to our fans and to engage even more fans because fans are our business. Three definitions that I'm reading on the papers and on the books and in the university for SPORTAINMENT. Some of them are saying that it's a sports marketing business because we mix in sports and marketing to reach more fans and it's more marketing than sports sometimes. So where's the balance there? And this is one of the conversations that the people is having on the media and in the universities. The second one is the one that you hear a lot from the NBA, that we say that it's where sports meets entertainment, but it's sports the one that is meeting entertainment, not the other way around. We're going to talk about this later. And another one, it's a little bit more simple, but it's written in some papers as well, is the new era of the sports, it's the new era. Now the sports have to be this. It's not going to be just only sports anymore. Sports is something different, and this is the new sport world, especially for the global brands. So, first of all, and before we are jumping in, and I'm going to start talking about what we consider that it's a SPORTAINMENT, I would like to put a video that it's a little bit what we are and what our SPORTAINMENT is. Well, cool, no? Music, entertainers, crazy dunkers, cheerleaders, a lot of actresses, singers, everyone is there. And fans having fun. Clearly it's a new world. Now we are in a globalization world where all the brands are all over the world. We have internet, we have the smartphones, we have very easy access to see whatever we want to see around the world. And global brands are using also technology and communication to connect with the fans all over the world. When the NBA are taking advantage of all of that, they try to present our product to fans. Not only to have fans, we want to have a lot of fans. And sometimes when you talk just only about basketball, you don't reach all the fans that you want, because there are a lot of people that you can engage to basketball through music, through great dancers, through cheerleaders, through actors. And it's good for the business to have a good way to be presented to the fans. And if this way is the actors, the actresses, the dancers, it's a good way to say hello to the fans, come and see what we do. Sportainment, we have to do one step back. Before we see what is sportainment, one thing that is important for the NBA is that we don't lose what we are. We can put music on it, we can put actresses, we can put crazy dancers, we can put cheerleaders, but we can never lose our core values, because if not, we are going to start being what we say that we are, to be something that we don't know anymore what we are. So it's really important for us to know what we are, and we are passionate for the game. We are a basketball company. We do basketball, we do a competition, we do a playoff, we do the All-Star, but we do basketball. And the way we're going to present it is spontaneous, it's music, it's dancing, it's going to be okay, but we can never forget that we are basketball. And what are the values of our basketball? The main goal is that we want to be the most respected professional sport league in the world, focus on players' teams and emotions with fans. The best way you can connect with a fan is through an emotion. This is engagement. If you don't share emotions, you're not going to engage the fans. The fans want to follow because they're engaged. You provide unique experiences, you provide emotions to them. And we want to do that. And we want to be committed to them to provide these emotions and also to develop basketball worldwide. Of course, we have another value, that is the social responsibility value, because we are the NBA Cares program, and we want to give back to the community all the things that the community is giving us, and the basketball fans are giving us. And this is part of what we are. And when we are going to talk now about how we do sportainment, you will see that we never forget all these things. The last one, before talking about us. We are passion for the game, passion for the competition, passion for our talent, for our players. We are passionate people to all the things that are happening on the court, and we will never forget that. Values of teamwork, playing with them, helping each other, having a common goal to win a championship is also very important for us. Intensity, trying to give the best, trying to commit to the excellence, the exigence with ourselves, and the tribute to the history is part of what we are, and we have to also give back to these people that made the NBA be what it is today. And we want also to not forget that. So now, passion of the game. How we share this passion for the game, how we engage more fans, how we position ourselves in the market. We want to share this passion, and the way we can connect with these emotions with the fans that I'm talking about is basketball, the NBA as basketball and entertainment. What that means, when we talk about sportainment, we have to think about 4 things, basically. Of course, there's a lot of people that will tell you a lot of things, but for us, 4 things are important. One is the content. What do you deliver? What do you do? What do you bring? The other one is the channel, where the content is going to be provided. It's going to be through TV, through digital, social media. What kind of channels you use? And the third point that you have to take into account is the consumers. Everything that you do, what you're doing, how you're going to deliver it is for who? For the consumers, which is our fans. And how we are make the sportainment. I think that everybody will come together from different areas, sports, music, other sports that are not necessarily basketball only, how we can create this convergence where everybody, the basketball, the NBA becomes a hub where all the people that is related to sports wants to be, all the people where it's related to music wants to be, and all the people that is basically doing entertainment wants to come through this hub as the NBA. So we can bring everyone together. And, well, you see completely, but this is SPORTAINMENT. If you see one thing that is key for us, and now I'm going to start talking about the content. We can do dancing, we can bring actors, we can bring Rihanna, Beyonce, but we never leave the court. Everyone is coming to the court. Everybody is coming to basketball. We don't leave what we are. I was saying that we are passionate for basketball, for the game, and we want to sell to the world basketball, because this is what we are. We are not an entertainment company that is doing songs. We are not selling long singles like the stars. So all the stars, Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Beyonce, Jay-Z, all of them are coming to the basketball world. Everyone is coming to see us. We're not going anywhere else to see them. And this is a strong message for the audience. It's a strong message for our fans that all their entertainers are coming to basketball. Why? Come see. So, NBA is where sports and entertainment meet. And this is what we like to say, that we are the entertainers. Sports and basketball, sports and entertainment meets. And this is the NBA. We don't meet in a bar. We don't meet in a theater. We don't meet, no. We meet sports and entertainment in the NBA. We are the hub. It's the basketball court, it's the brand. So if we want to have all these guys around our business, we don't want to go to a movie theater, we don't want to be seen that we are going to theaters. We want them to be in our court. Again, this is a very strong message. Because if we start leaving the court, where basketball is played, we are not the basketball company anymore. This is one of the core things that we want to protect. Secondly thing, for me, we were talking about the consumers. Our businesses is our fans. For whatever you do, if you don't have fans, it's not working. We can have a great TV channel, but if we don't have audience, it's not working. We can have a great arena with a great show, but if it's not full, and the people is not paying the tickets to get in, it's not working. It doesn't make any sense. Sponsors want to be with us because we have fans. If we don't have fans, we don't have sponsors. So this is our most important part of the business, the fans. We do everything for them. We want them to have good experiences. We want them to come to the court. We want them to follow the competition. If we can use Rihanna to connect to more fans to show them what is our competition, it's a great idea. If we want to be with Rihanna somewhere else to see how good is music in another place, it's not that good idea. It's good to be there, the brand is there, the NBA, we're watching a concert in a football field, but it's not the same. So we have to be focusing on our fans to present the business the way we want to present it. When sports and entertainment meet fans, key for us, and this is a pyramid that is very well known in marketing phase. Every company wants to have this pyramid, and of course, start from the top and go to the end. But we use it as well. So we're going to use entertainment to have customer awareness. Maybe you don't follow the NBA, but you follow Rihanna, and you see her on the court in Staples Center in LA, and you want to know because you're a Rihanna fan, why? So at the end, it's going to give you an opportunity that the customers will know or will think, oh, this is the NBA, what is this? Show some interest. We need to know, to make the fans know about the NBA, put more potential fans. The second point is the brand awareness. Then they go to the gym, they see the game, they love the game, and they start having some interest about the NBA. Wow, this is a cool brand. What is this? I want to know more. Ah, there are more players. Justin Timberlake is the owner. Oh, the Memphis. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Will Smith is the owner of Philadelphia. So all these entertainers are interested in the NBA. Why? Oh, this is cool. So, okay. Now we're starting to have a relationship with the fans using entertainment and sending the message, look, all these entertainers are going to our game. Check and see why. Brand consideration. That is when we have had a chance to talk to them. They're starting to think like, oh, now, after knowing a little bit more about the brand, I like them. I like the NBA. It's a cool thing. They do cool stuff. Have you seen the videos? Have you seen the YouTube channel? Have you seen the NBA.com? It's a cool site. And then it comes from the brand consideration to the brand's preference. Why they're going to see the NBA and not the NFL or the EuroLeague in Europe. So you have to start creating this relationship to have a brand preference before others has. So it comes to, you go from awareness to show who you are to recruitment. They like it. They want to know more. They want to know more about the NBA. And then you start offering products. You want to have more experience, come to a game. And then you start having this purchase instead. Come to a game. Buy a t-shirt. Buy NBA application and follow the league through smartphones. So you're starting to have this engagement that they are going to start having a relationship with you, not through others, like an entertainment that told them, come and see the NBA. Now they're going to have a direct relationship with you. And you have to be ready to present them a lot of content and products to have this relationship with you. Then, for the purchase intention, they purchase, they buy things. They say, like, cool, I want to buy the application. I'm going to be the one that is going to have the direct relationship with the NBA. And then it goes from purchase, intention to purchase, to customer loyalty, customer loyalty. They're learning more, they're consuming more, they follow more the NBA, they're becoming more experts. So they're becoming more avid fan. They follow the competition. It's not only one experience on the court. They want to follow the competition, they want to follow the players, they want to know where, if they are going to join one player to one team to another team. Well, now we have a fan. This is the fan that is going to follow the league and feed all our Windows fans. It's going to consume our products, it's going to come to the game, it's going to fill up the arena, it's going to use it's going to follow the sponsors, because the guys that are avid fans of the NBA, they love to see what kind of sponsors we have. So we are creating what we wanted to create. More things. When I was telling you about the content and what we are, I think it's more or less clear. But I'm talking about the canvas now, the channels, how to connect with fans. We were saying like, okay, how we create the awareness, engagement, recruitment, engagement, and becomes an avid fan. And clearly communication and social media and digital is the future for us. We are a league that we are in the US, we are not in Lithuania, we are not in Russia, in a way that you can go out and see our games, touch it in the NBA, see our players. So we have to create new experiences that makes you feel that you that are watching the game in TV, you're having the same experience that a guy from Tampa Bay and a guy in Memphis. And the more we create experiences and we make you feel part of the NBA community, no matter where you are, we are going to create more engagement. And the SPORTAINMENT and the technology and the communication is helping us to create this relationship. Now we are over 450 million followers. If you count teams, players in the NBA, which is a huge number, and it's growing millions per week. Because we are creating this community, people that is part of the NBA, and it's a good tool, social media, because you can have a conversation with a fan in Chicago, and the experience, the fan experience that you have with this fan in Chicago is exactly the same. You don't have the same experience or talk about the game being here in Lithuania than being in the first seat, in the first row, in the core seat, in the Staples Center, so Madison Square Garden. You cannot have the same experience. But social media, when people is interactive, everyone is using the same tool, the same way, and there's no prime time. It's going on 24 hours, so it's great. Talking about the challenge as well. It's not only putting rappers or singers or actors in our product to create this entertainment, this SPORTAINMENT. It's also about how you present yourself. And the content that you do, video, the social media, the website, all this content also has to be SPORTAINMENT. If you bring a boring tool, but you have Rihanna and you have Justin Timberlake, you have a very boring tool to present them to the fans, you're losing a big opportunity there. You have to have them, but also you have to have the music, and you have to have the TV producers that they can do the delivery of the product to all the fans all over the world in the best way possible. Because if not, you have good content, but you're losing the contact and this emotion with the fan that we were talking with the channel. Because the channel is not good enough for the kind of content you have. So we are very focused on this. The NBA, one of the biggest things that the NBA has done the last 5 years is that we have created our own TV channel. We produce our own content. The highlights of the last 9 games that you will see in the news in New York would be exactly the same that you will see in Russia, in South Africa, in Lithuania, or in Manila. We produce the content. It's not a camera that is going there to see the game, Barca against CSKA football, and then a TV guy from Russian news, NTV, is taping it and putting it in the NTV news, and then the guy that is doing it in TV1 in Spain is putting other images. You will not see this with the NBA. We are the only one that are taping. And then we provide content. Why? Because we control the content. And it will be the images that we really want to show. You know, we will not see these images that are not good enough. Of course, there are some TV channels that they have rights to take our games, the whole games, and they can put whatever they want because they have the rights. But if you're not a TV partner, the only content that you can get is to us. And this is important as well, as part of the entertainment and this entertainment, that you control how you want to entertain. We're talking about TV, but the same thing, it's in digital and all the digital platforms that we do. Everything that is there, or other digital sites have from us, is produced by us. It's the NBA the one that does it. Just to tell you a little bit about how we produce content, we have over 400 people just producing content every single day. So it's a big branch of our company to provide all kind of content. And for example, you are in Spain, I'm Spanish, and I want to follow what Pascual Microsoft is doing there, and I'm a TV channel, and because my fans in Spain will follow all the Spanish players, the TV channel will tell the NBA, and the NBA will produce feed for the Spanish players, and they will be provided to them. But they're not going to do it, we do it, and they will send to people that should in Italia. So we provide the content for all the platforms. And also, it's SPORTAINMENT in everything you do in those platforms. The way that it's going to be played when a guy, a fan is clicking in the video has to be entertainment, has to be funny. Not only about the content, having the actors and cheerleaders and other things, it's also the way we represent it today. Everything has to be entertainment because we want them to see one video, but feel comfortable to see another one, another one, and another one because it's having fun. At the end of the day, they're having fun. If they don't have fun, we have a problem. And where we share the passion with our fans, all this content that we are producing and we are delivering, I'm going to come back to the previous slide, where we were saying that we share the passion with the fans at the board. So whatever we do, I'm not talking now about the game, only the game that I was talking until now. I'm talking about whatever we do, and we do this worldwide. We do grassroots programming, we do 3-on-3 contests. Our platform is 3x platform. We do content media specified for different markets. We do games overseas, our global games. We've been in Europe, we've been in China, we've been in Mexico, we've been in Brazil last year. Whatever we do is about a court, or we bring a court to your country. But it's whatever we're going to have in Lithuania, and when we come, will be something that is going to happen in a basketball court. Not only the NBA arenas, the basketball court all over the world. Because it's where our fans want to be. At the end of the day, the one that is going to follow the NBA, being a fan that is going to spend money buying our products, buying our content, will become a basketball fan. And that's what we want, basketball fans. And the basketball fans, when you do experiences in the streets or in some other markets, they come and see you. And our partners, of course, must be there because we sponsors as well. And when you create this relationship with the fans, partners want to join because you share the same values with them. We are saying that we are an entertainment company. But in order to get sponsors, because for example movies, they don't have sponsors. They will have something, and they don't have sponsors because there's no association with values. But if we want to have sponsors, no matter how big the sportainment we want to do and we want to be, they have to share the values of our sport. They have to share our core values that I was saying before. They have to share this passion for the game, they have to share teamwork, they have to share commitment, innovation, all the things that I was saying before. So when you do sportainment, and you want to present your brand to fans in a nice way, be funny, make this funny product, don't lose your core values, because the sponsors will come to you because you have the fans, but you have your values. Because if you lose your values, you become advertisement, pure advertisement. But there is no sponsorship. Sponsorship is something more than just pure advertisement. And it happens that the elite fans, the people that is following the NBA, they are 5 times more likely than non-NBA fans to have products from our sponsors. It's proven. So the people that is an elite fan, they like people that support the NBA. And the results are very clear that the consumer behavior in favor of products that the NBA present to the NBA fans are 5, 10, 6, 10 times more than if they were not a sponsor. So, as a conclusion, it's been like 35 minutes, then we're going to start having a conversation here. I would say that sportainment, which is the new era, the new world, and everyone that wants to have a basketball product or a football product wants to present like a cool brand to attract and engage fans, has to have 3 things that are very important. You are your content. This is what you are. If you are losing your brand to be an entertainer, you're losing your core values, you're going to die in the long term. Because there's nothing. They're going to scratch at you, they will see there's nothing behind that. So this is what you are. And sportainment will help you to present who you are in a cool way, but never lose what you are. Second, the goal of sportainment. You don't have to lose the goal of doing this. It's like, no, it's cool. Yeah, but you do cool, but if you don't have, you are presenting your brand in a cool way, but you don't have cool channels presented, and you don't have the cool things, you're going to lose the audience. So the goal for whatever you do trying to be sportainment is to bring bigger audiences. So it's going to be a cool entertainment product and a cool entertainment content to deliver in a cool entertainment platform. If you lose some of these lines, content, channel, consumers, and you put all of it together, at some point you're not going to connect with the audiences and with the fans. And the third one that I think is important for you guys is that, what I said, we don't go anywhere. The people that is part of the entertainment industry come to see us on the floor. Because you can be very good, very cool, you have a cool product, you have a cool content, you might do cool videos by talking about Rihanna concert and having Carmelo Anthony in a Rihanna concert in a cool way. And Rihanna is getting the credit. We're losing the credit. We want Rihanna to go to the board and have fun with us on the board. And this is the message. And I think that a lot of properties, they want to present themselves to the fans like they're cool. I'm like you. I like Rihanna. I like Justin Timberlake. I'm like you. But then they go somewhere else. So it's like, okay, the conclusion is live what you are and come and be follow me. And this is not what we are. This is the other way around. Be a fan of rap or pop songs, but also be a fan of the NBA. So I guess talking about sportainment, it's enough for you to understand more or less what we do. And I'm happy to answer whatever curiosity or questions you have about this, or all things about the NBA.
Let's start.
Hello, Pascual. Thank you very much for your presentation. Just one short question about the grassroots programs. Can you tell more?
Yeah. For example, in Europe, for our work for the NBA, we had last year 57 grassroots programs around the continent. Fans we cannot provide a real physical experience to fans, but the fans are demanding more and more and more the NBA. We can bring the teams, or we can bring a team, but just to play 1 week, like the global games or the Europe Live games that you see every October. But there are demanding more experiences with the NBA. We think that grassroots is a good platform to bring good experiences. Could be more like based on entertainment experiences. Could be a mix with the entertainment with a part of the competition, with a promotion sweepstakes to go to the NBA. Can be just clinics or very basketball development promotion. For example, in countries where, Spain, for example, basketball is developed, we don't do clinics, we don't do basketball development programs, because it's not how to bounce the ball. People in Spain or Israel, they know how to bounce the ball, they're basketball fans, so I'm not going to do this with them. But we do grassroots programs. We go to the middle of the most important places in Madrid, Barcelona, Seville, Valencia, and then we bring a little show of what the NBA is. We have a 3-on-3 contest, we do a mini all-star, we have a dunk contest, we have a 3-point contest where the fans are participating, but we bring NBA players, we bring cheerleaders, we bring racing dunkers. So they feel, when they're not playing, they feel that they're in a mini NBA arena having a little bite of our show. And then we do this with 2 days program. In other countries that they are asking us to use our brand to be aspirational and to engage more kids to play basketball, we work with federations to have programs to make the kids choose basketball instead of other things. No other sports. We're happy that sports is good, is healthy, but instead of whatever life can present to them. So we do like a Benjamin's program where we have skills challenges, and we did it in France. And first year we have 4,000 people joining this program, and last year, after 4 years working with them, we have over 30,000 people, kids playing this program with us, where we don't play competitions. We don't play like the NBA Spanish 3x championships that we do in Spain, where the champions go to play the finals, and the finals go to the NBA to see the All-Star, things like this. We have a program where we teach the kids to skills with basketball, to pass, to shoot, to pass, and the kids are learning basketball with the NBA, because it's much more engaging, it's much more superior. And in other countries that they don't have the structure to talk to all the school in France and bring them to Paris to have the final of the skills challenge, we just do clinics in basketball programs, which is send some players, some part of the NBA basketball version stuff that they know about basketball, and they talk about the game, they teach them about the benefits of the game as a fun, happy stuff, and how to practice, how to, with a minimum structure or minimum things that you could have in your own town, you can have a great basketball experience doing other sports. So it's a little bit of everything. For me, key factors are how developed is the market in terms of knowing the basketball world, and how structured is the market in terms of having a foundation that can help you to do a lot of things over small things because the structure is much less. But at the end of the day, it's our commitment, you saw it before, to develop basketball worldwide and do it a little bit in a funny way. So that's why we bring the cheerleaders and the crazy dunkers. You will see that everything we do is follow the same pattern. And at the end of the day, they are happy that the NBA is coming to see them. And fans appreciate that.
And when you have youth programs, do you have singers and actors still as an entertainment in the presentations of NBA?
It depends on what kind of programs we do. To do a small program, like a clinic or anything like this, is very complicated because budget-wise, it's just for 50 kids and you're not going to bring a huge singer. But when we do our games, global games, that we play, for example, last year we played in Spain, Istanbul, and Manchester last October. At the halftime, we stayed. It was how I can say the best singer, pop singer, rapper, Spanish rapper, Pascual, was at the halftime. It was performing at the halftime. We copy a little bit what we do at the All-Star, but we try to bring local people. It could be global as well, but we also like to bring local because it has a stronger connection.
ask, I will ask. I'd like to ask you to talk about the future for TV and digital, its interaction. What's the trends, and let's say how many years will take digital to get bigger than TV, and what let's say balance now in percentage and proportions?
For every global brand, local brand maybe they don't depend that much on TV and digital, but our global brand, TV and digital is key. The money that we're making as a business property, as well as a sports property, it comes basically from TV and digital, and it's going to come more and more and more. The more we are a global brand, the more digital and TV is going to become key for us, because it's the driver of our business. The business is in TV and digital. And we have acquired experiences in those platforms and interact with them in those platforms. When we are talking with the TV channel, before they were just asking us to have rights for the TV. There's not only one property TV channel that now is asking us to be on the TV. They want to have rights to simulcast, to be on the internet, to have a digital rights, to be their website. They ask them to be everywhere. So we're merging. Digital and TV are merging, because you have YouTube, which is I would say that is the internet TV, because everything is in YouTube. So if you want to see a dunk from last night, you will have someone that it was at the arena to tape it and to put it on the website. And then it's circulated, it's in YouTube, it's everywhere. So you have also a lot of people that are taping content that you cannot control, because it's the fan that he wants to put it in his website or whatever, you can control that. But he's sharing a lot of information, and TV and digital and images are all over the world. And it's something that you cannot control. Key for us and for any sports property in the world is content. When I say content, it's video content. Everyone can have a blog and talk about the NBA. You can be a journalist if you want to just put. You can be a journalist having a Twitter account and having followers that are following you and your opinions about the NBA. Everyone can do that. It's very cheap. It doesn't cost anything. But people cannot have access to your video content. Whatever you produce, people will follow more and more and more, because everybody can talk about the NBA, but only the ones who have the rights to have our videos can show the images of the competition, which is at the end of the day what the fan wants to see. You can talk about one dunk, but when you're talking in your Twitter about one dunk from LeBron, the next thing that the kid will do is just go to the website to see the dunk, and you have to have it. And also, digital and TV, they all want to have all this content. Digital is asking us to have more and more TV content and more video content, and the TV is supposed to be in internet as well. So we're merging. This market is going to be soon together. I mean, even you have TVs that they have internet at home, so you can just connect NBA TV application, you're up, and see everything through internet in your TV. And it's the other way around. You can have TV channels in your smartphone because you're connected to the website of the TV website. So for us, it's one of the, not the most, after the fans, which are the most important for us, is the most important thing for our future. Digital and TV. And we are, with the technology and the communication, we're in the moment where we can provide really, really cool experiences for fans. Now we just had a deal with data analytic company that tells you the movement that player is doing in different situations of the game, so you can predict what is going to be the next move of LeBron James, because if we're losing by 5, and when Miami loses by 5, LeBron James wants to take the ball and go to the right and penetrate. You will see all this data. You can have all these experiences soon. At the NBA arenas, you can start having these experiences, but we're going to migrate these experiences to the digital. So at the end, if a fan from, I was saying before, a fan from Taipei can have all these experiences, we are reducing the gap between a fan that is sitting in the first core seat in Memphis, because the guy that is sitting in the core seat in Memphis have a lot of experiences. But before, this guy from Taipei and this guy from Memphis, the guy from Memphis had all the experiences, and the guy of Taipei couldn't have any experiences. Now we are providing 12 kind of experiences to the fans. And there's only one that the fan from Taipei cannot have. That is to be in the first crusade. But the rest is exactly the same that the fan from Memphis. And this is also the migration of the fans. And this is also our key to develop for a successful game.
We have some league presidents and general directors here. So I want to ask, NBA, league and clubs and fans loyalty programs, so let's say customer loyalty programs. Who has to lead? The league or separately each club? How is it done?
We have within the league we have a team ball department called team ball, which is the department that is coordinating and organizing everything that we do with the clubs. They organize the game revenue policy, the ticket pricing. They more or less do not everything for the clubs, but they assist in everything for the clubs. So when we have development programs locally.
I'm sorry, it's a league?
Yeah, the league has. So,
the league helps
yeah. So the league does these programs for the clubs. And it's how to develop social programs for the community programs, PR programs, ticketing pricing programs, sponsorship programs. Because the NBA is a little bit different than any other sports property. The NBA has all the commercial rights of the league and teams outside of the city. So, for example, if you have a Kobe Bryant jersey and you sell the Kobe Bryant jersey at the Staples Arena in LA, the money of this jersey is for the Lakers. If you buy the same T-shirt here in Italia, the money is for the league. After 75 miles of your hometown, everything to explore all the commercial lines of business are from the NBA. They happen to be all the teams. And at the end of the year, in June, because our P&L, profit and losses, and the benefits, we divide it by 30. It's the same for everyone. Doesn't matter. Kobe, we get a little percentage because his jersey had a bigger sales than Archunas, so he's going to get a part of it. But the part that is for the league is divided by 30. So we work together as a business, one business company. That is the league company. And then when we have to promote these engagement programs, these loyalty programs, you will see that are more or less, if not the same, very similar across all the franchises. And all our PR programs, all our community programs are very similar, if not the same, within all the franchises. And also because of our CBA, our quality partner agreement with the players, we have agreed more or less everything in our relationship with the players. So when you want to have a player appearance, so the player, LeBron is going to a Miami school to promote Miami Heat, every single player has to do a minimum number of appearances in every single club. So they know that they have to work with the franchise to promote the league locally or globally. Also, the NBA has some rights to have some players to do these things. But the good thing with that is that they know that it's good for the business, especially because in our CBA, our collective agreement, players get 51% of whatever we make. So when we're talking about every money that we make overseas, internationally, locally, in a local promotion, whatever we make, we do profits and losses, some of them not, but we give 51% of the incomes to the players. So they are part of the business, and they feel like they're part of the business. Before I was joining the NBA, I was the director of the Spanish Federation, and also was representing the European unions, basketball unions. And one of the biggest experiences that I had in the NBA, we had the lockout 2 years ago, we were on strike. Players and owners who were on strike, we were not playing, we were closing the league, blah, blah, blah. We were negotiating how much the players were getting. We were getting 57, the league was asking 48, and then we had it in 51. But the most impressive things that I've seen from them is that when we get a deal, we were fighting a lot. Of course, everybody was protecting their own rights. But when we had this deal, the next day, everybody everybody was forgetting all the things that were happening on the table. They were focusing on one thing. So we were one thing. Why? Because they're making 51% of what we're making. So when they're telling a player, help me to do this, it's because you're going to get 51. In Europe, when the clubs or the leagues are asking the players to do something, they don't see the benefit of working for them. And with the NBA, it's very clear that we all work with the business. So when the players have some policies about wearing a suit, or don't complain about the referees or the officials, or don't say bad things about the league, the league fine them, or if they don't wear the dress code, they fine them. And the main idea behind this is bad for the business. So it's bad for your teammates, it's bad for you, it's bad for all of you. So they feel like they're part of the business. So for us, it's easier to work as a one big team with clubs and players because they see the direct benefit of working with us. It's a different system.
I want to ask more about NBA programs. Sorry.
I just wanted to ask, will we ever see like an advert of sponsors on NBA jersey? Why there is no at this moment?
Well, it has been a lot of discussions the last 2 years with the owners and the NBA senior management about if it's convenient or not, because you have different views here. Someone is more romantic view, we never have anything here, we don't want to have it or that. And we have the owners, different owners, young people coming from Silicon Valley companies, tech companies, that they are a little more open to study different options. Clearly, one thing that I think is clear in the future, but is that the teams will never have a big sponsor here, or a big sponsor like other teams in Europe has. And what we were talking is to have a small belt here, and instead of with this NBA logo, maybe to have one thing here, and a very small. This is the thing that we are talking now, but there's no decisions. And I think that it's in the future a little bit, because there were a little fights, so it's going to do more research, it's going to investigate how the impact of having it. And the second question is, are the league putting the same one, Adidas in all of them? Or can be one is banking company and the other one is a automobile or a tech company or a consumer electronics, and with Samsung the Lakers and I don't know, BBVA, the bigger leagues. And there's no common position in these two questions. But it seems like if we are going to do something, it would be a small thing.
There's a question about different products that NBA as a league, right? Because the main product is game, just basketball game. But besides that, we have NBA Cafe, we have NBA Care Center. Please talk about these products more.
Yeah. I was talking before about providing fans experiences around the world. Again, the game experience, you can have it in digital, we're trying to do it better in digital, in TV, with more cameras, you feel like you have all the information about the game. But one of the biggest challenges NBA Europe has is that the people cannot touch and breathe the NBA because we're not here, physically speaking. We're digitally speaking, yes, and he is speaking, yes, but not physically. So we want to provide more and more experiences to fans that they can look and feel and touch the NBA, breathe the NBA around them. One of these things was the grassroots events. So all this program that I was telling you. Another thing that we're doing now and we're going to do the next years, you will see soon, is that we're going to open our NBA cafes and NBA centers like gyms and you know Hard Rock Cafe, just to say it's a typical example that you will picture quickly. So we want to have NBA cafes as well. So instead of rock and pop, in these cafes, you're going to have video walls, you're going to have big screens, you're going to have the highlights of last night, you're going to have gossips of what's going on in the NBA. So every fan, we have every single day new content, because content is key, about the league, what happened last night, what's the best performance of last night, and also it's a restaurant where they can have a full experience as well. So if you are in an NBA arena, and I don't know how many have you seen an NBA game in the US? Have you ever been to an NBA game? 1, 2, 3. So if you're there, of course you have the court, and everything is there. You have the Jumbotron where all the entertainment is happening. You have the big screen where people can watch what's going on. But it's an American way in the business. You have restaurants and all around the arena. You have cool restaurants, we have okay restaurants, we have burger, we have hot dogs, and you have a cool lounge. They have a really nice dinner, hospitality lounge, and VIP sections. One of the things that we also want to provide in these cafes is that the people will feel that they are in a suite, the NBA suite, or the hospitality suite at the NBA. So the guy that is sitting in the suite is very comfortable. They can go out and see what's going on the court. But sometimes they spend it inside. Because they have the screens, they have a nice dinner, they have a lot of statistics and content about what's going on in the game. This piece that is happening inside the suite, we can provide in the cafes. So we want the people to feel that they are in a basketball arena, maybe not in the formal court, but they're in the suite and they are having the same experience that the people that is in the suite. So again, we are all the time thinking about how to provide more and more similar NBA experiences to fans all over the world. And we think that the NBA Cafe will be a successful one. To give you a little bit more info about this in Europe, we are going to open 3 NBA cafes in Spain in the next 4 years. And we're having conversations with some other countries. I cannot tell you until it's not signed yet where, but we want to be all over Europe. And if we can have something in Lithuania, I'll let you know.
But what quantity of such kind of programs, for instance, NBA has, like doctors, I think, something here. How many in general? Besides the main activity?
Side activities is branding extension, which is the NBA cafes and centers, which is gyms, but it's more like branding extension experience. And if you want to talk about basketball experience through all the programs, under the umbrella of the NBA Cares program, we have different programs that we activate on the board, depending on the country, the needs, the structure, as I was saying before. The NBA Cares is our social responsibility program that is not a focus on sportainment, because we don't 100% the brand that is a cool brand, we 100% the brand that is committed with the society. It's a way to give back what the fans are giving us, the love and the attention that we receive from fans, we want to pay it back. So we have a program that is taking care of poor communities around the world. They are going to put basketball courts in Africa, or in one favela in Brazil we did 3 weeks ago. So we want to bring basketball as a tool to make kids start playing basketball instead of being in La Favela in Brazil. Whatever the kids they do over there, they can play basketball. We bring coaches, we have a sports program, we have clinics, but also we have some sort of basketball schools. We also have NBA Fit, the NBA Green, as part of these programs, where NBA Fit is not that focused on showing basketball. It's focused on providing physical education in terms of doing sports, doing some exercise. Why is it NBA Fit? Because NBA Fit. And NBA Green is about diet and health nutrition and how to have a happy life. So we incorporate this in the NBA Cares program. Because it's not only about playing basketball, it's why, it's about being healthy, it's a healthy sport for the body. Also gives you the opportunity to learn how to eat and what's good for the body, because at the end of the day, it's what you breathe and what you eat, the things that you put inside. So give you education about how to feed your own body, also is a part of our NBA Cares program. We have more of the programs, but basically what you will see around the world is, and just to give you some numbers about the commitment, we have around 232 programs around the world, and we spend over $250 million in these programs. So we want to show commitment, and you will see that all over the world.
I have 2 questions about the process of budgeting. When you plan an event, first you plan the activities you're going to do, and then you're looking for the money to fund them, or you just have certain funds and you then plan the activities according to that?
Good question. It's fundamental for the business to know if you're going to spend more than you have or not. One of the big differences working in European basketball and working for the NBA, so I can talk a little bit about it. I think it can be 20 years almost 20 years in basketball now, is the planning. We plan a lot. We do a lot of research. We do a lot of business planning, projections, assumptions, and we can spend money in NBA guesswork because it's our commitment to society. But we want to make sure in everything that we do that it's going to be successful. What that means successful? Successful would be the level of our brand, which is we want to see, like, we want to be the most respected league, so it has to be perfect, everything has to look good, has to be great, but so doesn't exist in the NBA. Either it's perfect, or as perfect as you can do it, or you don't do it, because it's the promise of your brand. So that means a lot of money to do a lot of things, because if you're going to have a graduate event, when I was doing it in the federation and other properties, 20,000 euros per event was a common budget. If you do it with the NBA, I can tell you that it's much more than that. It could be over 100, easy, or 150. So you have to make sure that the numbers are going to be okay, because we are a business company. Federations or other properties are more like a developing company. They have no profit associated, because the main purpose of this society is just to develop basketball. If they are break-even, it's fine. But we're not. They have owners, they have to pay the salaries, and Coach Ryan reviewed his contract for 30 million or 25 million, and then they have to pay the salary. So we have to make business for the company. So whatever we do, we have to show business result in terms of profit, which puts a lot of pressure on us, and especially on the sales team, because the things are not cheap to do, because it's NBA standard. So you're going to spend a lot of money, so you have to bring a lot of money. And you're not going to bring the money from TV, because TV is for another thing. If you're going to have one event, you have to make sure that the money that particular event will bring to the company will be more than the money you will spend in this event. If you don't bring more money, you're not going to get the sign. I'm not going to give you the sign to do it. So we're a business company. Whatever you do, it has to be a previous business plan and with some projections that the money will come and the money you will spend. The events team will give you a budget, or whatever you want to do. We have our experts, it's the events area. They will give you a budget of how much it costs. Very detailed. It's going to be many pages with details, blah, 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 blah. And then you have to bring the sponsors to that. If you don't bring the money, that is going to pay for it, and it's more margin, because at the end of the day, we are going to put a lot of people working, a lot of resources working, a lot of people that are going to sell something to do this event. But at the end of the day, as I told you, we are a business company. We have to bring money to the owners. And if you're doing this for break even, you're not going to get it. Because you're going to put a lot of people working for this and we're not bringing any money to the company. So this is another way to do things, because in Europe we don't do these things this way.
I understand what you're saying. So let's say you want to have an event of 3-on-3 or PK basketball, and PK.
3x.
3x. Let's say you want to have it in Barcelona. So what time before the actual event you start planning?
We do every year at the finals, so in last June, the senior people, the head of the regions and the head of the business lines, TV, merchandise, licensing, we meet all together. And during the finals, we see the finals. But until the game, I can promise you, from 7 o'clock until 7 o'clock, we have every hour meetings about this business plan. What you want to do in the region. And you present what you want to do in the activities you want to do. And before get approval, because we're going to discuss why this and not this one, because there's going to be many, maybe we're going to do all of them. Maybe with both of them I make money, but I only have 60 people working in London. They have partners up the other headquarters in Europe. And I cannot do both. It's, I have the human resources, so we have to choose one. So we have to discuss that. But before we decided there, it's going to be in previous moves, some people that is going to work on the event plan, the expenses, the incomes. So when we get there, We have to have a clear idea about everything we're going to do the next year. And then we decide, more or less, because not 100% of things can be decided. We have another idea about one project that is going to change and modify something, so we have to adjust, etc., etc. But basically in June, we have a 3-year plan. So we project activities for the next 3 years. And in October, in the body of governors, we get the approval and the budget approval to do it. Just to give you a little bit the feeling of the pressure, because this is sport, but it's a lot of business company too. Whatever you have said that you want to bring, if I do this, I will bring 1 million liters and now like this. Okay, you said that you're going to bring it, and they give you the sign-up. Now you're committed. So the owners, that they have seen the budgets, and they have seen how much money they will get at the end of the year to divide by 30 and pay the players the 51%. So they are believing you. They're going to believe you. Say, good. Okay, so you're going to bring me 1 million? Okay, I'm going to pay 1 million more to focus on next year. But you have to bring me this money because you're not going to pay. So when you're committed, you have to deliver. And if you don't deliver, we have a problem. Because this is...
Can I have one more question? What is the average budget of a single game on entertainment?
Single budget of what? One single game?
One entertainment part.
We don't... It depends on what you do. I mean, if we're talking about the game in US, normal game in US, you're talking about normal games in how can I say the number without telling you too much? We have pretty significant, because we are events entertainers, so we have to spend a lot of money in that. And because it's how we present our brand to the fans, and it's going to be taken, it's going to be everywhere around the world. So if a team in the NBA makes $6 billion business, $6 billion business, and the teams, we have different budgets. Lakers could have around 250, 300, let's say, I'm not going to say too much. And all the teams have between 80 and 110, the poorest teams in the NBA. 25% of this, maybe 51 goes to the players, maybe not business by law, but 23, 25% of whatever budget they have will go to the events operation, events system. So it's a lot of money.
More questions? Okay, if you don't have any more questions, I think we have to say many thanks to choose. I think we'll have more option now to just talk face to face if you want to ask. Thank you very much. And